Hi guys, it's Randy with Getting There Green. We're going to be doing a project today, which we've been meaning to do for a little while. It is called the CD Spool Indoor Greenhouse. So, what you're going to need is an empty 100 CD spool, right? The lid comes off, it's got this thing on it. Alright, you're also going to need some sort of container to contain soil in. I'm going to be using a very small coffee container. You will need a knife or something to cut that's very sharp. So if you're a child or kid, really be careful or ask your parents to do the cutting for you. Duct tape. Man's best friend besides dog. So we're going to use duct tape as well. And I'm adding a little bonus feature. It's a little LED light. It's got like sticky on one side, so you peel it off and it can stick. And of course you're going to need batteries for the LED light, of course. You're going to need soil in a plant after it's done, but I'm going to show you without and then maybe give you a shot of it with a plant in it later. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your CD spool thing apart, put this to the side, and this is the part we're going to work on first. Okay, so we need to get this spool thing off. That's what the knife's for. So I'm going to try it this way. Now I don't know if this is going to work. This first time doing it is I'm just going to turn it in the hole until it just cuts away, and hopefully this works. This is taking plastic, I don't know if you can see there, off. I guess you could probably use a drill and just drill the bottom, but I don't know. I want something a little bit more precise, I guess. Yeah. So I'm just going around in circles, and there is plastic coming off all over the place. Alright. Alright, this is starting to work. I'm starting to see it cut through some spots here. Alright, so alright, I'm just gonna, now that I've got a hole through, I should be able to cut this off fairly easily. Alright, so there we have it. And there's the piece I just cut off. Alright, now, you don't actually want the hole in there, and that's where trusty duct tape comes in. So, you're going to take a piece of duct tape, take your knife, very carefully, cut a square about that big. Take it and put it over the hole. One thing about duct tape is it actually will create a seal. It's kind of waterproof. So make sure you press it down really well. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. Try not to do what I just did and cut it and have it stick to itself. There we are. It's the bottom. Press it in. Alright, as long as the hole is plugged, that's all that really matters. The reason I'm not really too concerned about aesthetics and how this looks is because there's going to be something over top of that. You're not going to be able to see it. Alright, duct tape, done. Put it aside. Okay, now, you got your container that you're going to be putting your soil in. So, if you think about it, this is, I'll try and get this in the shot, right? It's a pretty big container for this CD case. So I'm actually going to be cutting this container down as well. Alright, so if you were to look at this container in thirds, there's a third here and there's a third there. So I'm actually going to cut this bottom third and use the bottom of this container. So I'm just going to cut it here. Be careful again. You can use scissors if you want. I'm using a knife, carpet knife, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I'm almost all the way around here. Now mine's going to be kind of messy, but I'm not really too concerned because this is just a small indoor greenhouse that is just going to be starting for plants. It's not going to be, it's not for looks, aesthetics, or anything like that. So you can make it neater if you want, trim it up with scissors, make it even. It's up to you. Alright, so this, if you want to do a hummingbird feeder like Amanda did, this is how she did it. She just cut this and used this. Alright, just remember, no holes in the pop bottle. Okay, so we're now going to take this, and this is just going to go on here. You can take duct tape, put it on the bottom, and stick it here if you want. Or you don't have to, it's really up to you. So I'm just going to leave it just like this so it's easy to move and transplant and all that. Okay, now this is where this part comes in. What you're going to do is, you know, like you have grow lights and things like that. Well, I thought it would be kind of neat to have a grow light inside this little greenhouse. So what I'm going to do here is I'll put the batteries in. I'll show you what this looks like. All right, there's one. There's two. Make sure you get them all in the right way. You want to follow the diagram. There's three. Okay. Now, this one here twists on. Okay. So it's twisted on, and here we go. Nice and bright. Woo! So, as you can see, very bright light. All right, and it's just push. That's it. It's pretty simple. But to mount, we're going to take this, take the sticky tape off of the back of this one. If you happen to find one that mounts with screws or however, that's up to you if you want to use that. But you're going to take this, and I'm just going to stick it on the inside here. Alright, and it's on good. It's not going to go anywhere. So then you're going to take your light. And my hand fits in this very easily to do this. And there we go. Now I've got my light in there. My grow light. Alright, so then you're going to take the rest of it, and you know how your CD case, it twists on? That's going to lock it in. And so now, there you have it. There you put your plant in there, and you got your grow light, and it's a great way to start your plants. And if you have a bunch of these, it's just really, really efficient way to start your plants. So there we are. finished product.